Started out as a staff writer for the Waltonian, and that was a good experience. I had really good leaders in front of me, which inspired me to become the editor-in-chief someday. That was my goal. I was a sports editor, an A&E editor, and religion editor my sophomore year. Became managing editor my junior year, and then was elected editor-in-chief the spring of my junior year, and continuing into my senior year. If you look back 4 years ago at our newspaper, or even like 10 years ago, it was a lot different. The photography aspect of it, the design aspect of it was completely lacking. So I've really tried to develop that, and I feel that we have definitely done that. We just won an award for second place in the state for our photography and design. I believe the content of the newspaper has improved. I believe we edit the paper a little bit more closely than we used to. And the quality of stories that we write, I think, has improved overall, definitely. And I think it reaches a different demographic of people, or different interest groups, really. Before, I think we might have been too much news, whereas now we changed our front page where there might be sports stories on, there might be an A&E or feature story on. No matter what it is, we try to reach everybody and make everybody interested in the newspaper and want to pick a copy up.
The two awards we won were from the Collegiate Keystone Press Association. We submitted a lot of different awards, or different submissions for that, different categories. And the two we won, we got second place in the state for design and layout. It was of a center spread we did of the MAC championships, which was, we had 3 different teams who all did really well throughout the season. So going into that layout, we kind of were like, well, maybe we should do something more than just one story. Maybe we should make this a bigger thing. So we put a lot of writers out to cover it, a lot of pictures, and we were able to put together a pretty nice center spread with a lot of pictures of actually celebrating the win. And we allowed certain people contribute to that, as well as the actual design of the spread. Because a lot of times we have like one editor read stories and then edit them, put them on the page. This one was definitely a group effort, which I think to me makes it that much better that that was one that won a prize. And I know that a lot of people on campus really appreciate it too, because it was something that was unique to Eastern. Not too many teams have 3 teams that can win championships on the same day. So that one was pretty cool. The other one we won was an honorable mention for a feature photo of Eastern Penitentiary. Some of our photographers went out when they had their whole Halloween special thing and took a picture of like a miniature in it. And it was a really great photo. I remember us all talking about it when she took it. And I don't think anyone really thought it would win an award, but I mean, it did. And I know she's really excited about that, because she never really saw her photography as being anything too special. So that award really kind of helped her with that.
Well, my work on the Waltonian has definitely improved my writing abilities, my editing abilities, and as a business major, there's not so many courses that are writing intensive. So it's definitely good that I have this extracurricular activity that I'm doing that's improving my writing abilities. But from a managerial standpoint, the leadership abilities that I've learned as editor-in-chief and managing editor and sports editor and all the other editor positions I've had have really helped me become a more marketable person in the business field, where I can say, I have this leadership experience, and definitely on a personal level, I've seen it help my ability to manage organizations.
I really enjoy just being involved on campus. I know when I do a story, like every time I interview someone, I feel like I actually make a connection with them and get to know people that I probably wouldn't get to know without the Waltonian. And so I really enjoy that. I also enjoy just being creative and doing different layouts and designs with it, because that's what I originally wanted to do. I wanted to be a graphic designer, and somehow they went in with journalism. But I mean, it's been a really good thing, because I've found 2 things that I enjoy doing, writing and then also design. And Waltonian has given me an opportunity to combine those and really push that opportunity further. The Waltonian, we have meetings every Monday at 10, and we kind of have a 2-week cycle for the paper. So on one Monday, you'll get your story assigned to you. At the end of that week, it's due, your rough draft, and then the next week you kind of get it edited, do a final draft, and then that weekend there's layout. So it's a 2-week cycle, it comes out. Staff writers are just required to come to the meetings every Monday and write at least 1 story. So it's not too much of a burden. I mean, it's up to you what story you choose, because they get to decide which ones interest them the most. In the future, right now we're mostly a print newspaper, but we do have a website. It's very basic right now, and we're looking to really further that with more photo slideshows, audio playback, radio broadcasting kind of stuff, a lot more videos and that type of thing. It's very in the works right now because we don't have a lot of people who are trained in those areas, but we are looking to find anyone on campus that might just like make videos on the side, just any interest in that area. So in addition to like our print paper with like writers and photographers, we also want to try and find people that like radio, that like broadcast and video, because we don't really have that offered here at Eastern. So anyone that's interested in that can let us know at thewaltonian@gmail.com, because we really just want to see where we can push it, because a lot of journalism today is going to the web. That's the future of the industry. So we're going to try and go there too with Eastern's website.